best, number one.
I thin ladder to impact. To achieve impact is to be an individual that creates excellence, is to be an individual that makes things happen, is to make a change in yourself so that that change can resonate to a change out there. We all know that for you to make an impact out there, the impact has to start from your mind. Socrates said it better by saying that to make a difference outside, I must lead myself. So for you to make an impact, or for you to achieve a difference out there, which is the reason for which we are created to make a difference. You can't make a difference if you don't have the value, the character, the capacity, and the ability to make that impact. And that's why you see at every point in time on this channel, we always talk about the necessity to develop the core identity of who you are, develop capacity to be an expert in who you are, build an enterprise that best represents who you are, promote your enterprise, and then you will be given a chance to speak. Welcome. My name is Daniel Fatma, and I'm your anchor. Today, in our G-Force Expertise Masterclass, we'll be talking about 10 ladder to impact. I'll be sharing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 ways for you to achieve excellence, for you to achieve success, either in your relationship, in your corporate entity, in your ministry, or whatever you do. Success is a common thing that we all want to have. And it's very important for you to join me as we go from now to impact. We go from now to success, and we go from now to destiny. Welcome. All right, this morning or this day or this night or at any point in time when you'll be connecting to this YouTube video, we'll be starting the ladder, and it's a success ladder. It's a journey from who you are now to who you are as an expert. I believe that if you are here, you are a youth. If you are here, you are an aspirant. If you are here, you are an apprentice. If you are here, you are a student. So at this point in time, it seems as if you have nothing to offer, or you are in a training institute aspiring for something, or you are at a stable level where there seems to be nothing. You are at the zero level. But the ultimate plan in this organization, in this academy, in this institute, is to take you from here and to take you high to success. Success means your dream. Success means your impact, the legacy, the vision you have for your life, or the vision of the dream you carry. But you have to move from here to here. But good news, some of us has moved from here. We are here. You are an expert, meaning you are a professional. You are an expert, meaning that you have been schooled. You are a professional, meaning that you have been apprenticed. You are a professional, meaning you are a manager. You have been moved from aspiring, going to school, or thinking of going to school. You now manage, or you now work, or you are a worker. That makes you an expertise. You've learned something in school, you have a gift, you have a talent, you are a creative, you have an idea of who you are. Good news again, some of us we've left here, but we are here. We are the CEO. We are the parents. We are the board. We are the startup. And everybody is looking up to you. But this is the path that we're all aspiring for. We keep moving in the path of success. We keep moving in the path of our destination till we close our eyes and sleep. So how do you move from being a youth, an aspirant, an apprentice, a student, to being a professional, a school person, an apprentice, a manager, a worker, to being a CEO of a business organization, to being a parent, to be a board member, to be a startup, and to achieving the ideal you have for your life? These 10 keys they are all that you need to take yourself from here to there, or to take yourself from here to here, or from here to here. The goal for you to make an impact is to have a name, is to have a platform, is to be an influencer. And you can't be an influencer if you are not an expert in something. And you cannot be an expert if you have not grown a platform. So for you to make a change and to be prosperous and to be patronized, you need to have an expertise. And for you to make money, you have to build a system for making sure that what you know is out there. So you have to move from who you are, your identity. You have to move into an expert in that area of school or that area you have made, and then you build a business, or you build a platform, or you become a consultant, and then you achieve impact. So let's start into the 10 keys for us to achieving impact or success. Let's start with number 1. The first thing you must understand is that the greatest need of man is self-actualization. Abraham Maslow, in his hierarchy theory, make us to understand that the basic ultimate is self-actualization. Even though we go to work and we say, I need money, I need this, I need that, the basic need of man, food, shelter, and physiological needs, are not what we sustain. That's why you see people that come in with work over time, they're no longer motivated by work or by this or by that. Ultimately, people want respect, recognition, self-esteem, love, belongingness, but they come in as if they want salary. So it will now take you working. So if you think it's about salary, over time people will be tired of salary. Some want to get married because they want to be sexually active, but over time they're tired. Why? Because we are developing and understanding ourselves. So you must understand that even though we are all in a race, career race, professional race, marital race, and this race, the ultimate desire is self-actualization. The ultimate desire is impact. The ultimate desire is success. And what is success? Success is the ability to achieve a stated goal. Is the ability to achieve a stated objective. In report writing, let me talk to the students. You have a topic, which is a problem. You have an aim, how you want to go about achieving the problem with the intention, the solution. And then you have the objectives to achieving that aim. The moment you're able to cover your objective, your aim is actualized. The same thing, success, impact, self-actualization is the ultimate goal. But there are steps and ladders and principles and daily psyching of yourself and bringing out the best of yourself to get there. So first, what is your core need? What's your purpose? What's your passion? You can make money from your purpose and passion, but leave the money out. Money is a want. Food, shelter, clothing, house, they are wants. Once you sort your need, you will get your want coming in. So the first thing to do is, what's my need? Why am I in the race? Why do I join the marriage race? Why do I join the career race? Why do I join the business race? Why do I join the traveling race? Why do I want to migrate? You must understand the needs. And instead of focusing on the lower one, focus on the bigger one and see how to walk back. The self-actualization to walking back, that's number 1. Number 2, define your success. What's success to you? Sometimes you see you are motivated, other people are not motivated. Yes, it's because of what they define as success. In a place we call third world, what they define as success is food. That's why you see the politician comes and we took cup of rice and took Maggie cube, the politician gets a vote. When they develop what people want to know, whether your ideology aligned with their ideology, they want to know if you will allow them to fulfill their dream. They want to know what you want to do for the women, what you want to do for the minority, what you want to do for the youth, for the students. It's beyond the food, it's beyond the money, because they have the security. So define success for yourself. I define success to be my ability to be able to fully maximize my gifts. I want to speak every word in my head. I want to teach every topic in my head. I want to speak and speak on every topic. I want to speak on every stage. I want to speak to everybody. That's success for me. So number 2, define your success. There is no way you can achieve impact if you don't understand what impact means. Is impact sharing money? Is impact helping people start business? Is impact helping people to go to school? Is impact helping beggars to leave the road? Define what impact means to you. For me, like I said, I want everyone to achieve greatness, but that's my vision. The physical mission of achieving my vision is to help every individual have the capacity in their expertise, and to have everyone that have an expertise to build an enterprise, and to help everyone that have an enterprise to build a life. So if I meet you, I think in capacity. I think, what gift do you have? What identity do you have? What skill do you have? What talent do you have? What anointing do you have? That's the first thing I think about. And I think of how to build you, how to develop you, what books to recommend, how to coach you, how to give you this book, how to tell you about somebody doing what you are doing, so that you can have expertise. And the moment I notice you have an expertise, I want to think of how you can monetize your expertise, how you can make an impact, how you can change the world, how you can become a greater person, how you can grow it. And the moment you have an enterprise, I'm always thinking of, what difference are you making with this? Now you have the money, now you have the platform. Who are you supporting? Who are you raising? And who are you inspiring? So that's how I measure impact. Impact is everybody grow. Impact is everybody achieve greatness. And how do I do it? I take you from your core person. I help you to understand who you are, how you can become an expert in who you are, how you can make life and money and success from who you are, and how you can use that thing you have built from yourself to achieve success. So, number 1, what's your need? So that when you understand your needs, you will not just join the rat race. You will join the race that is going to your need. Number 2, what is success to you? What's the goal? What's the vision? There's a common saying that the worst step aside for a man that knows where he's going. So when you know where you are going to be easier for you to know the platform and to know the network of people going where you are going to. Yes, and that leads us to the concept of academics. So from the earliest time when education started, when there was no formal education like universities and tertiary institutions and polytechnic, the first form of education we had was informal education, where our parents are responsible for taking care of us. So your parents teach you value, they teach you this, they teach you that, and you do your family business. The Jewish culture, if your dad is a carpenter, you learn it. If your mom is a nurse, you learn it. And that's all we have. Then later on, there was a progress where we go beyond the home-based training into the peer training. Our friends when you go to school, our friends when you go to farm, our friends when you go to play football, they influence your life. And that's the second form of education. The third form of education is social gatherings, church influences. Okay? Mosque influences, social club, religious group, they are influential. And then you have the society as a large, the media influences, the culture influences. You travel, you are influenced. You read books, you are influenced. And then over time, the government took from what the church started. You know, the university, if you look at the history of the university, it started out as a college for priests, for nurses. It was not a university initially, it was just a technical place where you get knowledge. It's a place where research is done, and then if you are a business person, you go there. Like it's like a professional place where you go and learn more. The university is supposed to be a research center where you go and see what researches are being made, and then you come and integrate it into your business. So people start going to the university initially for the people in the religious circle to learn more about the Bible, to learn more about medicine, and then to follow a philosopher or someone that is intellectually sound. Then over time became a government place where the government opened up to develop people they need in the organization. And then because everybody wants to be a part of the national cake, we all went to university so that we can work in the civil service. We no longer want to go to a university and up your crafts. You have a football gift, you go to a university that teach football to up your craft. But now everybody wants to have BSc, HND, ND, NCE, because we want to get government job. The job that is not enough, the job that is not paying salary, the job that the people there doesn't want to step out, the job where there are ghost workers, and everybody is frustrated. That's why bribery and corruption, because the money is not enough and you're not even enjoying, you are frustrated. So that's where the concept of development comes in. So development is a means of developing capacity. Having know what you need, you know that you need to have the capacity, you need to have the strength, you need to have the education, you need to have the ability and the experiences. So development happens when you go to an informal or a formal setting, and that is where development happens. So it was development that leads to the concept of academic qualifications or academic education, for you to walk in somewhere to tell you what you have. And then the concept of formal education happens where you are given BSc, you are given HND, and you are made qualified. But it wasn't designed originally to make you be yourself. It was designed to make you a puppet, to make you a robot, to be able to work in a setting, to know how to carry fight, to know how to stand, to know how to dress, to know how to talk, to know how to speak the Queen's language. That was what it was developed for. It was not meant for personal development. And a lot of families has relegated their responsibility to the school. The church has relegated their responsibility to the school. It's like everybody is now depending on the school for something. It's like everybody is relegating everything to the school. You want the teacher to teach them morality, you want the teacher to teach them character, you want the teacher to teach them about God, you want the teacher to teach them about sex education and every other thing that the home is supposed to do. And that was where there's a problem. There's a problem that the school is not, the curriculum of the school is not teaching what is needed for personal development. Sometimes they will tell you that you have learned, your certificate shows that you have character and learning, but they only give you learning, not character. So the technical needed to work out there was missing. The functionality, because the curriculum was designed in many years ago, so it was no longer relevant to the growing economy. So because of that, the academic and formal education is no longer making relevance. It's no longer fitting into the digital age. It has not been upgraded, and even the ones that were upgraded were done online. There are no technical, there are no apprenticeship, there are no development. So academic qualification no longer guarantee people for the job out there, because what the job needs is not what the school teaches. What the market requires is missing. And even when we go for IT and internship, the school system does not ensure to be sure we are getting it. I was telling somebody that if I have the opportunity of becoming a VC or the opportunity of being the Minister of Education, then the best thing to do is that you spend the first 2 years of your academics, 1/3 of your academics, to learn the theory. Then you spend the next 2 years, the 2/3, that is the middle ground, to go out there for IT, not 3-month IT. You go to IT, you are supervising your IT, you write a business plan in your IT, you find your niche in your IT, and when you come back to school, the next 1 year will be spent on your own business. So maybe it's a 4 years course or a 5 years course, let's say 5 years course. The first 2 years theory, 3rd year you go for IT, 4th year you start your business in the school, and outside the school you are given capital by the government. And then the final year you come back to school again You are packaged up, you are prepared, and you are released into the favor market, into the market to be interested. So with that, you don't have to work for anybody. You are deploying your gifts after finding your niche through the subject. The idea of having those coursework is for you to find which of the course you like and which one you want to take to the next level, postgraduate level, or beyond that level. So that's for my education. So it has been found now that the present skill we are learning in school is not helping. It's good. It's good. It's important. Okay? It's important because it helps you to have a lot of knowledge. It's important because without education, you don't even have the basic necessity to get a job. Without education, the things you now know, you no longer know. You won't have even known it. Education helps you to develop the research capacity to carry out research. Education helps you to leverage and to meet your first customer. Your first customer will even be your classmates. You know, people talk about Zuckerberg and Bill Gates not going to school, but they found themselves in school. They met their business partner in school. I believe Mark Zuckerberg married a wife. They met back in school. So even if he didn't finish, which is not the idea of coming to school, the idea is to be inspired to go and do something. So even though he didn't finish school, at least he found himself in school. That's the point. Finding yourself. It's about self-utilization, self-discernment, finding your deep commitment and looking for how to impact lives with it. So a lot of our graduates has been found to be unemployable, meaning they have BSc, but they don't have the character for work. They have BSc, but they don't have the practicality, the technicality, the wisdom, the discernment that work requires. They don't have the emotional intelligence, they don't have the technical skill, they don't have the computer skill, the analytical skill, the marketing, the presentation, the language skill, which is what job needs. They are missing because the curriculum is missing. The staff themselves were taught the same way. So it is found not to be enough. We have unemployment. First, there's no job for you to fill. Number two, we have overemployment. You have a PhD and you're looking for an entry-level job. We have underemployment. You have a PhD, but you're doing the work of a clerk. And then being unemployable because you don't have the human skill needed to survive at work. And that's where our curriculum becomes used. And if you stay at that, even if you get unemployment, how much will you be paid? What impact will you make? You want to be teaching and teach 101 for 35 years and then you'll be looking for pension and gratuity? God forbid for you. So you have to grow, you have to innovate, you have to reach the world, you have to do a lot of things. And that's why it's important for you to go into impact. If you end up a salary earner, if you don't develop your expertise, and you are an entrepreneur, even if you are working right in school, you don't have to start a business outside where you are working. You can be working where you are, and you are striving to be a partner, not an employer. Okay? You can be a partner. You may not have the intelligence or the ability to be able to start a business, but while you are working there, you are the best version of yourself. They can't wait to increase your salary, they can't wait to give you your own office because the contribution you are giving is high, is big, is better. So beyond academic skill, which is important because it helps you to have the research knowledge needed to carry out research when you even start your own business. It helps you to network, it helps you to have the hard work, that work ethics that you learn from doing assignments, group work, that confidence you need, the character you learn from your friends and everything seems to be missing. So there's always a need to go beyond skill. And that's why school is not enough. You have to look for other means, either through the internet, self-development programs, to be able to develop. So what do you need beyond academics? Number one, you need emotional intelligence. Don't forget that when you get to the network of people, it's your emotional intelligence that will determine whether you can stand. So even if you have all the PhDs and everything in the world, if you can't manage people that are your customers or your stakeholders, you will not last. You can't relate with your boss, you can't relate with people lower than you have a problem. So there's something school is not teaching, which is emotional intelligence. It's very important for us to learn that. So while you are in school, please learn it. As an expert, learn it. As a owner, learn it. As a youth, learn it now. And without even having a BSc or an HND or anything, you'll be finding expression of impact. Number two, there is a need for technical skills. Okay, it's not enough to know it in your head. It's just like a professor of entrepreneurship that don't have a business. Who does that? So there's a need for you to have emotional intelligence, technical skill, then computer skills. Everything is online, everything is on a smartphone, everything has gone digital. So you must know how to send a message by email, by WhatsApp, by Facebook. You must know how to sell online. You must know how to promote yourself. You must know how to send things. You must know how to send your certificate online. You must have an online presence. You must have an online profile. Computer skills. Then you must have analytical skills. Analytical has to think intelligence. It's not even technical. It's having the understanding of how to combine resources. You can have a technical skill, but you don't know how to combine the resources. Very, very important. Then marketing skills. No matter the knowledge you carry, if you don't know how to market and to sell yourself, you'll be a slave to those that know how to do it. Have marketing skills. Showing people the reason why you are preferable. And that's very important in interview, in proposals, very important. Then you have presentation skills. Every idea you have here needs to be presented. Every idea you have here needs to be written. You need to pitch your business idea. You need to present your idea. You need to present and that is very important. And language skill. Okay. If you want to restrict business to people that understand your language, you will not go far. There are a lot of other cultures that you must learn their language. And sometimes technology is the common language for everybody. Okay? The Chinese are not trying to think in a way of trying to change their language, but now they are thinking of how to subtitle their movie. Initially, they were making their movies that way. But now look at football players that are not even native of England. When they get to England, they learn the language. So the point is, these skills I just mentioned now, emotional intelligence, technical skill, computer skill, analytical skill, marketing skill, presentation skill, language skill, are missing in our present educational curriculum. And as long as you don't have that, that's what life needs. That's what the market is asking for. So if you have these skills and you don't have the academic skill, you don't have the foundation, so you need to have both. Because you can't just go and say, okay, I have emotional skill. So in what area? So there must be an expertise. There must be that expertise that you must acquire. And how do you acquire it? Number one, you acquire it from self-learning. You acquire it from institute. You acquire it from the internet. You acquire it from programs. There are programs that deal with emotional management, technical skill, computer skill, analytical skills, marketing skill, presentation skills, and language skills. Very, very important. Before we look, it's also very important for you to find your natural intelligence. It's very important for you to know your natural intelligence and to look for how to become better in that area of gifting. Okay? If you learn anything that is out of your natural intelligence, you may struggle. Your natural intelligence makes it easy, like Gardner said, it makes it easy for you to be able to find expression. You find happiness beyond being paid. Because sometimes if you are in a course or in an area of expertise that is not your natural passion, you need compliments, you need money, you need salary, you need people verification to feel alive. But if you are doing something that you love, that you have passion for, you're excited about, even before the money comes, you're enjoying yourself. So you must look for your natural intelligence, your passion, your gifting. Are you creative? Gifted hands? Are you creative? Gifted brain? Imagination, environmental, artistic, whatever area gift you have, whatever area of natural intelligence you have, the next thing you are supposed to do with that is to look for education in that area. Okay? Look for education in that area and then develop beyond education skills in that area. So it's very important for you to know your natural intelligence. Okay? Then you look for soft skill and then you add technical skill. There are 3 keys of education that you need. Number 1, natural intelligence. For example, a natural intelligence is sharing insight, sharing knowledge, carrying out research, writing, management, organizing. That's my natural intelligence. The soft skill I need is communication skill, presentation skill, marketing skill, emotional intelligence, technical skill on how to write, on how to speak, on how to put myself right, and how to put myself in. These are soft skills I need. Then we have the technical skill. The technical skill of how do I now convert these gifts of sharing into a book, into a course, into a production, into a media show. These are the things I need for me to have success. So in conclusion, for you as a youth, as a student, as an apprentice, as someone that is unemployed or someone that is at a low level, to achieve impact, you need to have an understanding of your natural intelligence. Develop the soft and human skill that is needed for you in that area. And then you must have the technical skill for you to make an impact. For you to develop expertise. Expertise is equals to natural intelligence, your gift, your identity, your potential, your talent, your passion, okay, plus your soft skill or your human skill. How do you bring it to the marketplace? Plus your technical skill. Because if you don't have a technical skill, you depend on a lot of persons. And how do you pass your message? How do you pass your information? How do you make it a product? So this one make it a product. This one make it a service. And this one make it a passion. So your purpose is your expertise. It is what you are passionate about, plus what you want to serve people with, plus your product offering. Everything has a product. What I'm saying now is a service where I can put it into a CD, into a book, into a course, into a subscription channel, and make money from it. Okay? So, in conclusion, as a youth, as an aspirant, as someone that seems to be at the ground level now, develop expertise by first discerning your natural intelligence, having a form of education, formal and informal, to develop that natural intelligence, and then looking for the technical skills for you to be able to market that thing. Okay? And that makes you, it is this purpose development that makes you to become a professional, a school person, an apprentice, a manager, and a worker. But don't just stop at being a worker. Build your own enterprise. You go to work 8 to 4, 5 to 9. Build your own side hustle. Build your own enterprise, so that you have enough money to help, you have enough story to help, you have enough impact to make. Okay? So it's very important for every youth, every aspirant, every apprentice, every student to move from zero to becoming an expert. Become an expert in your natural gift, your natural passion, your natural intelligence. And move from being an expert into building an enterprise. Become the CEO of your expertise. Become a parent that has the expertise to be a parent. Become a board member that have a knowledge of what you can bring to the table. Become a startup. And ultimately, effect change. Don't just make money.
I was built to be the best, number one and nothing less. Lead me to my destiny. I have waited patiently. I have